What is going on, everybody? I want to welcome you into the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. We are reviewing TNA Impact Wrestling for 12/1/2016. And yes, I finally got the date right. Took me like 5 days and 3 years, but I did it. We had, four title matches on this show. Rabbit is back, by the way. Rabbit Jones, DJ Beal, Casey, we're all here. We're all here. But we're
We
gonna.
here.
The third.
What was that? Shut up. Today is the third, fool. Anyway, don't try to trick me. Don't try to trick me. I got this. I got this. Anyway, we had two title changes. Well, technically, yeah, we had four title matches, two title changes, two stayed the same. We'll talk about that here in a second. We will be back in one.
I already know it. I know we about to shine, cause we already glowing.
Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic.
And your
And we're gonna punch Jim Cornette in the face repeatedly until he bleeds because he's stupid. We'll see you in the dippity dippity. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we are back for the TNA Impact Wrestling review. DJ, Casey, Rabbit, we're all here. And I don't think Rabbit's been here since the DCC has revealed themselves and everything. But real quick, Rabbit, what did you think about the DCC when they did reveal? What did you think about that kind of that moment and everything?
When they finally took off the mask.
Yeah, which I mean, it wasn't like a long awaited thing. It just kind of happened.
No, it happened too fast. I didn't like the way they did it either. It wasn't no smooth transition. It was just one. It was too fast for me. That was the only problem with it. And then I'm kind of disappointed that Storm in it, but I don't know. It got to play out. I gotta let it play out. Just
Yeah, see, I actually liked that Storm was in it because Storm. I actually liked how Storm played up the fact that he was not with TNA anymore and all of this and that and other thing when he, left when Cowboy when that happened. I like the way it actually played out. Now, albeit I knew two of the people that were in it before they unmasked, so I was kind of upset about that. Casey, but anyway, I was excited because I thought having James Storm in it was just, I thought it was kind of cool, and I like how there's kind of I guess that's kind of a clear motive. Like you got Kingston and Bram going after the tag team titles, and obviously Storm's going to go after the world title at some point, you would think. So I'm kind of excited to see how they're going to play that out, but we'll get to that here in a second.
all right.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to say something else, I want you to forget.
So you picturing them as a tag team, those two?
I am. From the way they're booking them so far.
All right. I see what you're saying because they going for the titles and he just standing there. I see what you're saying. It's something.
I love Eddie Kingston as a member of that group. He looks like he fits. I've seen some of his indie stuff, just his character in the indies more than anything, not necessarily his any of his matches. And he fits. What was that?
That's Chris Hero, right?
What was that?
That's Chris Hero, right? And that's Chris Hero, right? Or that's somebody different.
Who, Eddie Kingston?
Yeah.
No, Chris Hero's a different guy.
Okay.
But that chair spot though.
Oh yeah, did you see that, Rabbit, when he took that chair spot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That was ridiculous. But let's jump into the show. We had a video package starting out, just kind of reliving the Hardys and DCC, their feud, since they would kind of go at it tonight. And we had, return of Matt Hardy coming up. Any thoughts on the first video package we had? I definitely liked it. I like that they're building this feud as something. I'm hoping it continues, though. Rabbit, any thoughts on the video package?
Yeah, it's like he's trying to. It's something they promoting something. It's a big match. What they doing like the other matches they been having, those good matches they had in the backyard and stuff. It looks like something like that is coming up. I like the promo though. I always like Hardy promo.
Oh yeah, real quick. Speaking of Hardy, because Rabbit, you ain't been here for this either. What do you think about Amnesia Matt? Like, what do you think about Matt when he had the amnesia?
I love that. Remember I was trying to tell you the girl should do that so then she all of a sudden can wrestle. But that's what I was talking about when he hit his head. I like that part of the gimmick. Then it hit his head and come back to broken one again. I like it. That I like. I like that. And then they tried everything to bring him back too.
Oh yeah, I know. All right, Casey, thoughts on the video package?
I like it. I'm kind of sad that I missed the ice cream social. He was gonna have another one. He had one planned, and then he got hit by the lightning.
I'm telling you, the brilliant custards, man. I mean, I think
we're never gonna get him now. We're never.
I mean, I think they was gonna like end up in Walmart like the patty pies. I think they was gonna end up in Walmart and everything. I think they messed up on this. But anyway, we got the open challenge for the Grand Championship. Aron Rex came out. He said, "I'm issuing a challenge to anybody." Who are you guys thinking it was gonna be?
He learned his lesson from when my man, the beast, the monster, the animal, lost his belt to Eddie Edwards. When he did the same thing, and what the first thing he said? Nah, what happened to Great Old music? he wanted Great Old to come out. Oh man!
But
crazy.
The person I thought it was going to be was Jesse Goddard. Obviously, they've been building that, and I just thought this was going to kind of be the culmination of all of Jesse Goddard's kind of growth against.
Exactly.
Aron Rex and his dirty tactics and everything, and then it was Moose, and I was like, well, how are they gonna allow Aron Rex to find a way to win in this match, finally win the title? And then they tricked me and had Moose beat him in like, what did they say, a minute 45 seconds or something like that?
Exactly.
I was like, what?
Whoop.
Like, I mean, I'm fine with Moose being the champion. I'm glad that he was a champion and all that, but I was like, whoa, hold up now, you done goofed on the storyline. I was a little like, I mean, I wasn't upset because I was surprised, but because I'm fine with Moose being a champion. That's completely fine to me. The only thing that was getting me was the fact that it didn't correlate with the storyline at all. Like, I get that Moose is supposed to be this beast, this monster. And it's the wrong.
No.
That's the wrong.
That's what my
but
Lashley.
I don't know, man. Like, I just. Like, I'm excited to see because I think Moose can really I feel like Moose he'll be able to kind of mold his style to this stipulation and everything, but I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I'm excited to see Moose as champion, but Goddard would have something after being in this feud for so long, going after that title for so long and being so close. I just thought that was kind of just confusing. But, I wanted a surprise. I guess I got one. But Rabbit, thoughts on Moose versus Aron Rex for the Grand Championship?
I ain't like it was that short. And, I ain't want my man had that belt anyway. Because I thought he was out of shape and he just wasn't fit for this type of match anyway from the beginning. So, him losing it was cool. I just didn't like the way it just all of a sudden everything just so fast like that. And then it unplugs the storyline, like you said, with Jesse. It just unplugs that because he don't have a belt no more. So what Jesse gonna be mad, keep wanting to fight him for? When my man got the belt, and him and Jesse never even wrestled before. So, man, that's something different. So unless they gonna have something new for Jesse to do.
I wonder is Jesse gonna end up at least having one match against Moose. Simply, I mean, because that could be an easy segue into Moose actually getting another feud. Maybe not with Jesse, but with somebody. Just because Jesse does, that would give him kind of his next match. Because the thing about it, Jesse does, he was so close, but the tactics for Aron Rex was kind of what it was. So I wonder, what they're gonna do about that.
But Moose, man, in this match right here, it was so fast. My man did a nip up, and the joint was over. Man, that was one of the fastest matches ever. It's crazy. But I'm glad my man champion though. We'll see what he can do. See, can he make me call him a beast, monster, an animal? You know?
All right. Casey, thoughts on the Grand Championship match?
I definitely liked it. I love Aron Rex going, no. Hey, Grado's music. Hey, Grado's music.
Yeah.
That was great. But I like that it was Moose. I like that there was a swerve there because I think we all did expect Jesse Goddard's, and you kind of, we always want these, unpredictable moments in wrestling that we don't. Just because with the internet we can predict everything anymore with spoilers and everything. I liked that, this was kind of like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. But
and it's a little bit like I feel like sometimes like the swerve can be a little bit fulfilling. If it comes at the right time, if it's with the right person, it could be people, tag team, or faction. But I think it was a fulfilling swerve because I mean Moose is one of those guys who was in Ring of Honor, had a lot of potential, but he never got that title run in Ring of Honor. So it's nice to see that TNA trust him enough with this title and this special stipulation because you got to have a lot of trust in someone to throw them into something that's kind of a little bit of a specialty.
Yeah, and I like that it wasn't Jesse just because we get that swerve, but also we also kind of get a swerve with Moose because I feel like we were all expecting him to still kind of go for the world title. He had that thing with Bennett, and then we thought he was gonna split off and have a feud or something with Lashley. So I feel like we still kind of thought he was somewhere in the title picture of the world title. So I like that they kind of swerved us and gave him the grand championship.
And we could still see Lashley versus Moose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it'll be different because it'll be in that stipulation because we've seen them in a normal match. So it'll be interesting to see what we see in that stipulation.
Especially see Lashley in that stipulation.
Yeah,
nice.
And it'll be interesting, especially with Lashley coming from the MMA background anyway. Where he is, an MMA fighter, to see how he adjusts to that style. Would it just come off natural to him? But anyway, we got the backstage segment with Jeff Hardy, basically just talking up Matt's return, and he was about to go to the ring to call out the DC, or I think he was just entering the building, and then he said, I don't even remember what exactly he said. I don't even remember what exactly he said, but the eye thing at the end was like, I was like, all right, Jeff, you need to calm down just a little bit. It's a little too much. I wasn't expecting the eyes and everything. I can't remember what exactly he said. I can't remember right offhand. But I like that they kind of go. I wish they would keep the eye thing when he's supposed to be broken though. I don't know if it's like hard for him to see with the eyes like that or what, but like I wish they would keep that, especially when he's trying to be broken, because it feels like and Casey and I have talked about this before, how he switches back and forth from, Jeff Hardy to Brother Nero to broken whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like he switches a lot. Or he needs to just go ahead and switch to Itchweed. I'm just saying. Just throw that, I'm going to throw that out there to TNA. They can pick it up they want.
Yeah.
Yes, more Itchweed. For sure.
He just need to change characters every week. One week he come out as Willow. That's how broken he is. He don't know what character he is.
Exactly.
I think that's what they need to do. But anyway, Rabbit, thoughts on the backstage segment with Jeff Hardy and the Matt Hardy return coming soon?
Yeah, I had jumped the gun on that earlier, and I thought you was talking about that. Yeah, that's why I was saying he promoting. It sounds like he promoting another match, like one of war matches in his backyard with these three with DCC. That's what I'm thinking. He hyped. That was he's hyping in the promo. It was a good promo. I like he got a little eyeballs going on in that thing. So yeah, it's a good promo. I always like his promos though.
All right. Casey, thoughts on the backstage little entrance type thing with Jeff Hardy?
I liked it. I also don't remember exactly what he said, but that's mostly because I feel like Jeff just says words anymore. and it's kind of sometimes it makes sense, but most of the time he's just trying too hard. But I still love Jeff. It's
I think we need more chant starting from Jeff. I'm gonna be honest. Hardy's Reven.
Yeah, we do.
Broken Hardy. we need this.
Broken heart.
All right, let's move on to the next. Basically, there's a promo we had. We had the DCC coming out, and they still had like the mask on, which is fine. Casey and I talked about this before, and I'll touch on it since Rabbit wasn't here when we talked about this. And I'll touch on it here in a second. The DCC still got the mask on. They got the covering of the voices type thing now. When they have the mask on, but when they take them off, they're talking to regular voices. And basically it gets interrupted by the Hardys, or well, it's by Jeff. And then this is when Matt comes out and, delete, obsolete, and all that stuff. He comes out and basically evens up the odds, or well, not technically not, but like basically like the presence of Matt Hardy, even up the odds, with the brilliance and all that. But I like this segment though. It allowed Matt Hardy to return before the match happened, and lead a couple times to get the crowd hype, all that. But I think the covering of the voices is important. A lot of people, I think, I haven't really looked much into the way the DCC has been booked, as far as like the internet wrestling community's thought process on it. But I think the covering of the voices is actually a good thing when they have the mask on. And it's the same reason. It's for the same reason I think having the mask on is important, even though we know who they are. Is if they want to add new members, they can do it in secret, or they can do it without us really knowing who it is, or And I don't know. I just like it. I like the covering up the voices thing. It keeps them still mysterious, but it still leaves room for them to add people in if they want to. And I like it. It was kind of awkward, just the way it was kind of, I guess, filtered in, but they can work on that as the as the storyline progresses. But and there's still I think it's 5 masks on the table, 5 additional masks on the table when they do their little kind of backstage vignettes or whatever. But I like that too, because it makes you think a little bit. It's like, well, why are there 5 masks? Are there going to be more people? Is this just for show? Just in case they lose one of the masks, they can pick up another one. You never know. And I like it. I like the DCC, and I like how they're kind of keeping us guessing with it, even with just small, subtle things like these. But I enjoyed the DCC promo tonight. Rabbit, thoughts on the DCC promo we had?
This promo, I ain't like this promo. Because once you take the mask, all right, first, it took the mask off too fast anyway. Even though everybody had a hint of who it might be, it took them off too fast. Now you took them off, that's cool. You can put them back off and on, take them off, put them back on, that's cool. But then when you start doing the voices, now that don't make any sense anymore. Because now you don't took the mask off, we know who they are. We know how James Storm sound. We know how Bram sound. We know how they sound. So now the stirs, the voices is just silliness now. It don't even make any sense. If it was 3 people that never been in TNA, cool. Well, you know what I'm saying? But they stirring their voices up, then they get on the mic talking normal. So it doesn't make sense to keep on stirring the voices up if you're gonna let them talk normal. Most of the promos, it doesn't make sense.
I was curious though. What about the still wearing the mask thing? Because I didn't hear your point on that. I was just trying to.
The mask, you can put the mask. That's cool. The mask, you can take that off and on. That part is cool because everybody wear masks and take them off here and there in wrestling. That's cool. But once you took them off and everybody knew who they were, to change their voices doesn't make any sense anymore. Cause
it's kind of like Matt Hardy though. He changed his voice all the time in the same character.
But they doing it. They doing it digitally where they.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary.
I got you. I just like it because I think if they're gonna add more people in, because you got to think about it. Yes, we know the voices, but like let's just say hypothetically speaking, pull random superstar here, Grado, just random person, first person I actually thought of Mahaba Share before I thought of Grado. Yeah. Pull Grado in, and he's part of the DCC, got the tie on and everything. and they still come out as three people. James Storm appears on the ramp or whatever, and then we're like, wait a minute, who is this guy that was just cutting the promo with him? Now, obviously, they couldn't pull out James Storm because he got long hair, so they had to pull out Kingston or somebody like that. They're similar to Grado as far as like hair and all that, because you can still see the hair when they come out with the mask. But for example, I just think it's a good idea for those purposes. They're gonna put, for example, Grado in the DCC, and then they have Kingston up here at the top of the ramp. And you're like, hold up, there's still three members in the ring, but wait, who is this guy? I just think it's a good mystery aspect thing. It's a little unnecessary, but I like the mystery.
I understand where you're coming from. They can still add. I mean, they can add people on, but the voices thing has been blown. They should have continued the voice thing, even though we knew how Bram and Cowboy sound. But to change it up and let us hear their voice again, they blew it. Because they could have just kept them where they just talking constantly, where the voices is discouraged the whole time. Never change it. That'd have been cool. Then, you know what I'm saying? But once you have them talking sometimes with the voice change, and then regular most of the time, that don't make any sense. That's what it's blown to me.
I got you.
I think they should add more people to it though. But to me, just like Aces and 8, when they started off something similar to this. They kept the masks on for a long time. This was like 3 episodes, the mask was off. So that's different too. It just came off so quick. But the voice thing, they should have just kept it where the voice stayed the same. It had been cool then. But I understand what you're saying though.
I got you. All right, Casey. We got one person doesn't like the voices. We got another person that does like the voices. Casey, do you like, or are you like in between? You like,
The voices are stupid, dumb. It is one of the stupidest things TNA has ever done. No, but I mean,
is it that like every storyline ever?
Yeah.
Courtesy of the internet wrestling community?
Yeah, but I get to a point where DJ's coming from if they wanted to add a new member, but yes, both Bram and James Storm have, long hair. But even with the masks on, you can tell the two apart. Other member, and they change the voice. You could still tell it's a different person. I think the way that they should do it, if they're going to add another member with the mask or whatever, have the lights go out, then the lights come back on, and the new member is there. Like something like that. It's just it's just too easy to tell. Okay, that's a new person if they added another.
You think the newest member is going to be Drew Galloway? Now I know he's injured, but he's wrestled. He's not like dead. I think he wrestled at the like What Culture Pro Wrestling show or something like that. He just won their title or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
He might not be 100%, but he's getting there.
I don't know. I mean, I like the DCC, but it's one of those storylines that is, I feel like, overdone. We're mad at the company, blah blah blah. We're trying to take it down, whatever. So I don't know. I'm taking it as it comes. I definitely like that Eddie Kingston is in TNA. So I can see him wrestle more than I could before when he was in the Indies. But I don't know.
Their whole gimmick is they speaking for the people that's forgotten, the people that's thrown away, they ain't given a chance. That's what they speaking for. That's what they saying all the time.
Yeah.
Which doesn't fit Cowboy at all. He got plenty of chance.
Yeah. And I still think the music doesn't fit right. It's just
I don't know what it is. I love the music. Maybe it's just because I can bob my head to it. It's what it is. I mean, if I can bob my head to it, I like it. It's just a thing.
But then you can't be a vicious group, and then you 2 people running from you 3 people running from 2. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that, just you can't.
Yeah.
Then the name of it
did not care at all. It was like bring the entire roster out here.
It's DCC. They say it stands for Death Crew Council, right? Death Crew Council.
I thought it was deletion coming cowards. That's what I heard.
That's supposed to be their name, though. That's what DCC stands for. Death Crew Council.
Real quick, DJ, are you following Shane Helms on Instagram?
No, but I'm about to since you said something.
You need to see his last post on there. It has to do with the DCC. You can like it. It's
all right. I'll follow him here in a second. Next, we got the X Division Championship match. We had DJZ. I almost said DCC. I did. It was weird because DCC and DJZ in my notes are right beside, like right on top of, like right next to each other. So I'm like, DCC versus. I mean, no, but it was DJZ versus Mandrews versus Braxton Sutter, Casey's boy.
Hate that man.
But I'm gonna let you two give your thoughts on this first. How this X Division Championship match played out, and the shenanigans that happened at the end of the match with a certain person in this match. I don't want to give it away too quick. Casey, thoughts on the X Division Championship match?
I actually like this match. I like that, he was going to give them a chance at the title. I was initially upset with the outcome because I kind of wanted to see a title change. But I did like the turn at the end with Mandrews basically turning heel and attacking DJZ. I thought also, for me, that was a swerve. I feel like, to me, I felt like if any of them were going to turn heel, it would have been Braxton. Just because he is sort of in the storyline with Allie and Maria and all them. So that's more towards heel, even though he's, I guess, not. It's weird. But I like that they swerved it and had Mandrews turn heel. But, yeah, definitely a good match, though. Good triple threat match. Rabbit?
I love this match, right? It started off smooth, and these three work good together. I liked it. Even though, I don't like Mandrews, how he do a lot of spot monkey type stuff. Even Pope, how Pope he pointed it out a couple times, like Mandrews need to get serious and stop trying to go for pins and stop trying to please the crowd. That's when he's saying stop doing all this spot monkey type stuff, man. And we know he could flip around, like, man, he did a shooting press off the top rope, man, nasty. Now that right there, he could do that. That's nice. And DJZ entrance has got to be one of the best entrances out this joint, man.
I love the upside down thing and turn it right side up. I don't know what it is about it. It's simple, but it's effective.
I love it. It's smooth. It's smooth. I love his entrance too, man. And then I don't like the part where he I'm not getting the leg thing. Is this for real? Is he faking? What is going on with the leg? Because
what did they say? They said something about it came from last week, the match last week where he hit the guardrail.
I remember something happened last week, but yeah. But then he got right back into the match. So it's hard to understand. Was he playing with, you know what I'm saying? Or what was going on?
That happens a lot in wrestling, I feel like. And and this is just a personal thing, just how I look at it. I always think of it as being like adrenaline, where the pain goes away for that split second, because you saw he still sold it there at the end after the adrenaline went away.
Yeah.
What about Mandrews' heel turn? Thoughts on that?
I don't look at it as a heel turn as much as unless he go full heel on everybody. This is more of he feel like it's his time, and DJZ is hogging the time. It's more of a big-headed move more than a heel move to me. I don't know.
Are we gonna finally see Rockstar Spud and Mandrews as a tag team? Dang on it.
Now if he go that full heel, the Spud route, then that's cool. But I don't see him going that route. I think he still want to be face, but he just feel like it's his time. That's what I'm thinking is going on here, because he didn't go heel on Pepper.
Or does he join the DCC? Because Mandrews is one of those guys that's been overlooked in TNA. Hasn't been used as much as maybe he have wanted to be.
As he thinks exactly.
Yeah.
He been used more than enough. Him and Grotto.
I think Grado should join. I think he should. I think he should do it.
Lord.
They going it. Grado ain't got enough chances.
Man.
Robbery.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put it past Cowboy to put Grado in that thing, man.
All right. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was definitely a good match. I always liked the contrast of styles between these three. DJZ and Mandrews kind of got the high flying aspect down, especially Mandrews. My goodness, that man, he out of control. But I like Braxton Sutter being kind of the power guy in there. Pepper Parks, man. Sorry, it's got. I ain't did it in a while. It had to happen. I like I like Braxton Sutter kind of being the power aspect of it. But with the heel turn or whatever we calling it at the end, I think TNA may have booked themselves into a corner with this one, because that was like with DJZ turning heel, it wouldn't have made as much sense. So it had to be one of the challengers. And if the issue is with Braxton is they got him in the Maria thing, and he is like the face, like he's the supporting face of that with Allie. So they really couldn't do anything as far as turning him heel. Now I think he would have been the more natural heel. He could have had the $5 shirt on for Casey. But I think they kind of booked themselves into a corner with that, because if Braxton would have turned heel, then it would have they couldn't still have him supporting Allie, because that wouldn't have made any sense. Even though it because technically they're not married in the forms of TNA's land and all that stuff.
To this point, he's not supporting Allie.
Did he say that?
He's on screen. He's not.
He has supported Allie. He's not openly supporting Allie, but there has been some moments where he has been making sure she is okay. That's supporting Allie. That's more than Maria's crew does.
Mandrews is. I feel like he might be his time. You know what I'm saying? He's been on the screen for a while now. And he might have an argument.
I hope he dishes skateboard.
To be honest with you, he might have.
I don't know why. I've always hated that.
But he had some nice moves and hit. Man, that jawbreak he did when he flipped over top of his head and tried to. Yeah. He did
That's
shoot
that
stop
Ember Moon, ain't it? Casey, is that Ember Moon? Is that the same thing?
Which one?
The jawbreaker that Mandrews does. Cutter.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
But
I'm excited. I want to see what they're gonna do with Mandrews if he does turn full heel. I'm kind of curious. I would like to see him and Rockstar Spud join forces, because I want to see. There's a little bit of me that wants to see Rockstar Spud be X Division champion, because my goodness, that man is too good as a heel. But then there's a little bit of me that wouldn't be upset at seeing Rockstar Spud and Mandrews being tag team champions.
Yes, indeed. I want to see Spud with some on his waist, regardless. Some type of gold.
Yeah. He just need to take all of them. He's going to steal them.
Speaking of the skateboard, I know DJ mentioned he doesn't want the skateboard anymore, but I like how Josh Matthews was like, and it says go for broke on his skateboard. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It has X on it. Unless it's on the other side, it doesn't say anything on the skateboard. Good job.
Well, you say that's where all the designs are, on the other side. So,
but how he know that?
He wrote it one time in the backstage. That's what it was. I got you, Josh. I got you, bro. But anyway, we had the backstage segment of Laura Van Ness and Allie. Laura need to calm down with the dresses. She ain't got to calm down. Anyway, Laura, that girl out of control. Basically it was kind of like Allie must pay type thing. You try to hit me with a pie and all that. And the actual segment's coming out here in a second. Coming up here in a second. But I like that how they keep building this backstage and then taking it to the ring. Allie, she must have got finished with her dolls this week. She didn't want to. Her family didn't have dinner this week or something. I don't know what they would have did for this week. But anyway, Rabbit, thoughts on the backstage segment?
It was a beautiful segment.
Sorry, I forgot. Y'all might not know who I'm talking about. Ali! Sorry. I got you.
It was beautiful. That's all I can say.
Was it a bit beautiful, though? I'm just curious. I got know.
I forgot a bitch. Hijack beautiful. I forgot about that. That's my bad, bitch.
Oh, I didn't. Rabbit wasn't here for this one either. Beautiful. I finally realized why Joseph Park was in the the Great War. Was it the Great War? Yeah.
Yeah, he was in it.
I finally realized why he was. Because he came out of the Lake of Reincarnation. I never that never clicked with me until like last week. I don't know why.
Reincarnation. They done turned that compound into a segment, a complete, where they got characters. They got, you know what I'm saying, the boat, the palm.
They got the king, too. The king is there, too. You can't forget about
They got the name of the drone. They just got names of everything. That thing's funny, bro. I love that stuff right there, man. I love it.
All right. Casey, thoughts on the backstage segment or the dress? It's up to you. You can talk about what you want.
Oh, there was a dress.
He said,
Yeah, I from what I heard, Allie was there, but I can't be sure. But I know Laurel was there, and I know that.
What was you gonna call her? Laurel Van Dam?
Oh yeah, Laurel Van Dam was there. She was wearing what some would call a dress.
Man,
what would you call it, Casey? What would you call it?
I would call it better on the floor.
In the famous words of Kirk Cousins, "Ooh wee!" I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You like that? I'm just saying. I mean, this girl. I mean, like, there been some interesting things that come out of Tough Enough, but she one of the best. I'm just gonna say that there. Anyway, let's move on to the
watch Tough Enough again.
What? See if there are any dresses in the season. But anyway, we had the Rosemary promo in her little cage type thing. I like that Rosemary's still doing these, because even though we don't see the decay as much on TV right now, which is a good thing, because when they come back, we're gonna be like, oh my God, it's the decay! What? It's the decay, and the best, beautiful. You know, we're gonna be like, it's gonna catch our attention. So I like that they kind of took them off TV for a little bit, but still having Rosemary out there still brings attention to the decay. It still brings attention to that character, and I like Rosemary's promos that she cuts in her little area corner thing that she has.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rabbit, thoughts on Rosemary's promo?
She is slowly becoming one of my favorite female wrestlers, man. I'm loving her. Yeah, I like her. I'm starting to like her a lot. I like her promo back there. I like her.
All right, Casey, thoughts on your wifey? I'm just saying. Oh, did y'all divorce or something? Like, because I ain't heard none of the wifey stuff.
Exactly.
We had a rough patch. We did.
It was Amy's fault. I know. I get it.
It was Bram's fault. Bram's tongue went down her throat.
Yeah, it's Bram. And then he just walks back in the picture in the DCC like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, you have my wife's tongue in your throat, and you're walking back like nothing happened.
It's the same one you can see in that picture right there. The same tongue. I'm sorry.
I get why he came back with a mask, because he don't want to show his face. But anyway, no, I definitely, I was excited for this match. I like that it was 6 Sides of Steel for the vacant title. So I was pumped for it. And I had been watching a bunch of her indie matches this past week, so I was extra pumped. She is really good. I feel like we really haven't seen a lot of her in TNA wrestling, but she is really good if you watch her indie stuff.
Yeah, I think my man from Team Canada trained her.
I
Got his
think,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, she can wrestle. I like her though. I like her. She can cut promos. She good, man. She an asset to the company for sure.
Yeah, she do. Oh wait. Next to the next segment. If anyone caught that joke, you a good person, and you quick too. You quick too. Um. Anyway, let's
Talking
get
about my
into.
wife like that. I don't think so.
Sorry, it was there. But we got Maria calling out Allie. And she still belittling Allie, and Allie ain't gonna take it. She ain't gonna take it. She ain't gonna take it. She took the earrings off tonight. Y'all ain't see it, but like in my mind, she took the earrings off and she hit it with that women's slap. You know, back in the day, in the old WWE games when the women couldn't wrestle, and their only doggone finishing move was the women's slap. That's what this was. That's what this was. I remember those days when the only doggone finisher was the women's slap because LOL. But but anyway, um, I like this segment. I like Allie kind of coming out of her shell. Allie, I love this girl. Anyway, she got beat down afterwards, poor girl, because obviously she can't defend herself. Oh my God, she can't, all that. I like that, they're continuing this, and I like that it was a gradual build to the women's slap. That's what I'm calling it for the rest of my life. The women's slap by Allie. But definitely a good segment. Maria calling out Allie and the women's slap potentially.
I like the promo. I like and then Maria is gorgeous too. So I like the little group she got with
And
Sierra.
her tights out of control. Like,
Yes, yes. So I like the promo though, and then I like in Ali. I already like the progression of this character she had right here too. I love it. So I'm liking the way they building her up. They sort of remind me of like they did EC3 when they first started with him, slowly doing it. His character, it's the same way. I like it. I really like the way they building her up real good with this character. I love it. I like the promo though.
all right, Casey.
I love this. I like that, Allie finally had enough and slapped Maria kind of, standing up for herself. I love Maria being like, she can't wrestle. And the crowd started chanting, yes, she can.
Exactly.
Right.
Back when EC3 they were saying, you can't wrestle. Yes, he can. Remember that?
But, and then I actually did like that Laurel attacked her and that she kind of stayed down after they left. Because it does, at least they're keeping the consistency of her kind of being vulnerable and, in the storyline not being able to wrestle. Just because it wouldn't make sense if she started wrestling and knowing how to wrestle out of nowhere if they're trying to have the storyline that she doesn't know how to wrestle even.
RKOs don't make sense out of nowhere either, but they happen. So.
They do make sense out of nowhere. What doesn't make sense out of nowhere is low key. Low key out of nowhere doesn't make sense. But
low key just used to come out of nowhere in the doggone BDC. I was like, where does this man come from? I don't understand.
But I want to see what they do with this. I was kind of expecting Brandy to come out for some reason, just because Brandy was trying to team up with Allie for a while there.
She is terrible.
It seems like they just gave up on that storyline. I don't know if it's because
she is horrible. She terrible. She gonna get somebody killed out there, man. She would get no. But Laura Van Dam, she real physical. I like her, man. She look good and she physical. She gets physical.
Oh, she look good. Oh, sorry, my fault.
She's another asset to the company.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they just gave up on that storyline or if she's just busy because I know she's still doing stuff with Cody, and Cody made his debut in Ring of Honor, so they're kind of doing a bunch of different things. So But I'm definitely, curious what's going to happen next week with this whole storyline. If somebody is going to kind of step into that kind of teaching role and, quote, train Allie to wrestle. But I'm definitely excited about it. I like where the storyline is going.
They did have Cody wife on a couple of joints backstage a couple of last few weeks ago. So they ain't really forgetting about it. I think they're going another angle with it. Probably with Madison Rain or something.
I think, I honestly, this is my honest opinion of something that needs to happen. When Cody comes back and he starts to feud with Lashley because Lashley took him out because he dead, obviously, in wrestling terms. But Lashley took him out. Lashley need to beat him down. He need to be like, you should have stayed in Ring of Honor. I'm just saying. It needs to happen. I couldn't resist that one either. Anyway, we got the DCC versus the Hardys for the World Tag Team Championships of the world and potentially Florida sometimes. We had Eddie Kingston and Bram taking on the Hardys. I definitely like this match. I kind of like that the Hardys actually had the advantage in this match. Now, you would think that, and they were kind of dominant in this match. You would think the DCC would have the advantage, but the Hardys, with their experience as a tag team, I think, is a very logical way to book this match. And even finding ways to be, to kind of fight off James Storm, who kind of just comes in whenever he wants to. I like that they were kind of able to do that too, because you think about it, the Hardys have been away. Obviously, Matt has been away, in mind and in body. Jeff, he's been watching the DCC. He's been watching their matches and everything, you would think. So he would kind of know their way of going about, beating people up in tag team matches. So I like the way they booked this match. The Hardys obviously get the win over Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston got on the Shield vest. Eddie Kingston, I'm going to tell you right now, take it off before it gets too late. People notice these vests that these people wear. I'm just saying. I ain't going to say them names, but I'm just saying people notice and they don't like you for it. Now you're a heel, so you can kind of do your own thing. But I'm just saying, and that might be why he's wearing it, just to take a shot at Roman Reigns and also be a heel. I think he might. But anyway, I definitely like this match. Hardys retain. Rabbit, thoughts on the tag team title match?
I like the match. It was a good, stiff match. Fluid. But what's his name? You say Kingston? I think, what'd you say his name was?
Yeah.
Kingston, right?
Eddie Kingston. They call him Kingston, but I can't help but call him Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I've been watching over the last couple weeks. I'm trying to get a feel for him too. Because I don't really watch wrestling until they get on.
He got my respect. After that chest fight, I cannot deny this man. I mean, bruh.
But you seen him in matches before he got here, right?
I haven't. I think Casey has. I just saw her when he first came in. I saw he had posted on his Twitter the top 10 moves with Eddie Kingston. It was kind of like a I'm here type thing. And I watched that because he was kind of just in case you don't know who I am or something like that. Because he been wrestling for a long time, 17 years, I think he said.
I like this match though, man. I love Bram. You know that. I like where Cowboy snuck in a couple kicks in the back of my man's head on the corner. But it was a good match. It was good stuff. I'm watching Kingston the last few weeks. I'm trying to see how he is. And my man Hardy, he got to be in tag team. And they got to go back in the backyard too, because he can't keep going in these matches. He's too stiff. Down everything.
We got total nonstop deletion coming up on the 15th. So
got to be, because he got to get out of this ring, man. Once you get in the ring, it shows how stiff he is. You got to get back out there in the wilderness, out in his backyard somewhere. Other than that, I like this match though.
All right, Casey, thoughts on the tag team title match?
It was all right. I liked it. I'm just excited for the total nonstop deletion, just because I know Matt invited a bunch of different tag teams to this big thing at the Hardy compound. I'm curious who's actually who is going to show up. I know obviously he wanted to get the day of the new from the Meek Man. But obviously that's not going to happen. But
I would. You think he'll do like a like they have like a spoof of them in there though, like not really them, but like some kind of like a mannequin or like
Grado?
Like, yeah, it'd be great.
He did do the Goldberg entrance, so I think
that was hilarious.
That would be great if he did that. Yeah.
I could see them doing that though, like somehow like incorporating them in. They're not really there. Yeah. It's too bad though. It would be really cool. It's too bad that WWE wouldn't allow it. I feel like Ring of Honor would be a little bit more.
Well,
but I don't know.
I could see possibly because he was on Ring of Honor last pay-per-view last night.
Is Ring of Honor technically still an indie though? Because that's what I was talking to LB about this earlier. He had posted about it, trying to see if they had like a working relationship or something, or if something was coming up. Because obviously TNA lets their talents work the indies, so I don't know. Like I was trying to figure out, does Ring of Honor count as an indie an indie promotion, just more of kind of a more mainstream indie promotion? Because they really don't have like a legit TV deal or anything.
But I mean, I don't even think. I think technically they are, but they're a big indie promotion. So it's I feel like TNA will let their wrestlers work with whoever, really. I mean, I think, you know, but then it's also weird with WWE too, because a lot of NXT guys still work indie shows too. So it's like, I don't know where the line is, you know.
I think that's something TNA.
Like my girl. I'm just saying, I love that.
I think TNA needs to stop doing that. Stop letting them do any old thing everywhere. It dilutes the product. When you got somebody, one of your characters out there wrestling in somebody's backyard and shit, man, it's just too much. You can't keep doing that. They be all over the place. They get hurt and all types of stuff, man. They shouldn't let them do that. I understand they want to let them be free to make extra money and stuff, but there got to be a limit somewhere to this. That's for sure.
I got you. Casey, you have any more thoughts before we move on to the next segment?
No. I think as far as letting them work indies, I think with their bigger stars, I wouldn't as much. But with their smaller stars, that aren't on regular storylines or whatever, I think that I would let them still, just because at the end of the day, yeah, they're still getting paid by TNA, but if you're not in a regular storyline every week, I feel like you're probably not getting paid as much as you would. So give them that time to go to other promotions and get paid, because that's how they have $5 for t-shirts so that they can survive. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not working for the WWE, where even if you haven't been on a show in like 3 weeks, you could probably still buy like a small mansion. Let's be honest. But I don't know. It still gives you a chance. If you can't afford to, as a fan, if you can't afford to get to Orlando or the Florida area or wherever TNA is having a show, at least you have a chance that one of your favorite TNA stars might be wrestling at an indie show closer to you. You know what I mean? So you could possibly see them. So I like that aspect of it.
But it can hurt your character. All right, let's say like Lashley. Lashley on TNA, he a beast, a monster, an animal. He don't want nobody to talk about nothing else. for him getting titles. So if he show up in some promotion around Illinois somewhere, and some guy, some drunk out of the bar is just start wrestling, is going toe to toe with him. It's like it dilutes. You can't turn him on TNA and think he a beast no more. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by it dilutes. It's the competition they're going against. You're not going against anybody that's a professional wrestler that's been on screen, that's in limelight. You're not doing that. So once you come down to be wrestling anybody, it dilutes the character itself. When you see them pop up like that, if you can go and wait till they $10 and go see him, that's what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna go see TNA. You'll wait. You'll just hold off and see if he pop up backyard somewhere. You know, that dilutes your character all and your product. So that's what I mean. They need to put a rein to this stuff. People just can't be out there just doing anything like this. It's too much.
All right, let's move on to the next segment we had, which was Eli Drake. Yeah. He was backstage. He just wanted to talk to him. EC3 just wanted to talk to him. That was it. Oh, but wait, Eli Drake can't talk for the rest of the year. So this was just EC3 being a prick hole to Eli Drake. I'm just saying. But I did like this though. I like EC3 kind of making fun of Eli Drake because he couldn't talk. Eli Drake did make a sound though. So the tree fell in the woods and it made a sound, and it was Eli Drake. He made a sound. I heard it. I think counts. I think he should be reprimanded. No more talking for the rest of the year. I mean, or an extra month. Reprimanded. Anyway. The Man Scout is great, Casey. The Man Scout is the greatest character.
That is the worst character I've ever seen.
It's the best, the best indie character ever. Anyway, rapid thoughts on EC3 and Eli Drake.
Drake, dummy. He can't even say that no more either, man. They got to find a way so he can say that some more. Yeah,
can he
man,
do it with the button? Like, he should just carry the button around and just be like,
yeah, man. Yeah. But my man gave him a chance. He said he could do all that if he just say something. I think if he say he good, if he tell EC3 he the best or something, he'd give him a title shot. But other than that, it was a good promo. Those two interacting is money all day, every day. So I loved it. It was a good short promo. I liked it.
All right. Casey, thoughts on the backstage segment?
I loved it. They did it the way that I wanted them to. Where EC3 is trying to get him to talk, and he's trying to hold back as much as he can. I definitely like that they played it off that way, just because I know we were talking, the past couple weeks how, they could do it and how, ways that they can mess it up with the storyline, just because, him talking is his big aspect of his character. But
Mm-hmm.
I think they can get away with it for a month. If they do, little backstage segments like this, I definitely think it could be entertaining. I mean, if it was like 2 or 3 months, I'd say no. But, just a month, I think, they could definitely build up to a match or whatever where, he can finally talk and kind of gets a little bit of payback or whatever. But I definitely like it.
All right. Let's move on to the main event of the evening. We got Jade versus Rosemary and 6 out of the Steels for the vacant TNA Knockout Championship. What caught me off guard, I'll be honest, was the fact that Madison Rain was on commentary, which I'm fine with, but Gail Kim was just kind of there. Okay. I just thought that was weird. It was just really weird to me how they did that. They had Madison Rain on commentary, and they're talking about how Gail Kim is like, she could be close to retirement, and she's the main focus on this storyline, except for the people in the ring, and she's not on commentary.
Even though you missed
What?
Eddie Edwards in EC3 promo.
Did I?
But we'll go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I did miss that.
He always misses something.
It's right there. I just forgot about it.
It was just a promo. That's all. It wasn't that.
I know. All Casey gonna say is, Eddie Edwards was here, and EC3 he was here, and they said some words, and there's a match coming up, right? Casey?
Eddie Edwards finally getting his chance to be a champion.
I might have said more, but you'll never know now.
You won't. You're gonna say the exact same thing I just said just because I said it. Anyway, but that was kind of my main gripe on the Jade and Rosemary, or not necessarily the match, but like the kind of outer portion of it. With why was Gail Kim not on commentary? I just thought that was weird. But let's jump back to the EC3 Eddie Edwards thing real quick before we get into the main event. I liked it. I was glad that Eddie Edwards was on the show since he wasn't on the show last week. And I'm excited for this match. I think it's going to be a good match. I like how they're booking Eddie Edwards as kind of the, ultimate underdog style guy that doesn't think he's the underdog at all. I like that. But Rabbit, thoughts on the Eddie Edwards EC3 promo?
We finally get to see Eddie Edwards as champion, and he's still horrible on the mic, but he's a little better than he used to be.
That's because they put him out there with EC3.
I was just about to say out there with Dynamite on the mic, so that might be a problem. But I like the dynamic between these two, though. I like this. I want to see more of this, and I think EC3 can help him more on the mic. I think this is good for Eddie Edwards. This is going to be a good title run in my gut. I feel this is going to be a good title run for Eddie Edwards. But
and I really also like that. I like when EC3 said he was talking about how he's lost in title matches twice this year and he won't lose 3 times. I like that. I mean, obviously I love EC3 because he can wrestle.
I'm going to love these two. I just need Eddie Edwards to step his mic game up, and then he'd be on point.
I agree. I think he has improved, and we talked about this last week. I think, or I think it might have been a week before because he wasn't on the show last week. I feel like, Eddie Edwards being pressured to be on the mic, he opened up back-to-back shows. That kind of forces you to get better. If you know what I mean, like just being out there, that exposure. I feel like, but Casey, thoughts on the EC3 Eddie Edwards promo?
I mean, it was a promo. Eddie was there. No, I actually did like this. I like that they kind of, EC3 talked about how they're friends. They always kind of hang out after the show, go out to the bar, whatever. But then he kind of gets serious and, he goes to that, we're friends, but when the title's on the line, friendship doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the title. I definitely like that. I really like, when you have that friendship in a match, but, the title's on the line or whatever. Kind of the same as I like when, you have a match, brother versus brother or whatever, like something like that. There's just a different,
like the final deletion.
Yeah. Because they always say you never hit as hard as you do against your friends or your brother or whatever like that. And it's partially because you know what they can take, almost what the other's thinking. Granted, on camera, we don't really know that they're friends until now. We've never really seen a segment with EC3 and Eddie Edwards just hanging out. So it's kind of random out of nowhere. Hey, we're friends. Really? I didn't know that. Cool. But I definitely like that they did it like that. I'm excited for the match. I think they will definitely put on a really good match together.
I agree. All right. Let's jump into the main event of the evening. We had Jade versus Rosemary. Once again, I don't understand Gail Kim not being on commentary because, I didn't understand it. Um, Definitely a good match though. I was excited going in. I had seen some highlights. I think that TNA posted promoting the show, so I was excited once I saw those highlights. And definitely it was a good match. I liked it. I love that they basically put just good wrestling inside of a cage and use the cage here and there. But they didn't have like the cage is kind of like a crutch. And I like that. The crossbody from the top. I like that Jade hit the crossbody from the top, and I like how the commentary pointed out that it was kind of like paying homage to Gail Kim. But I just enjoyed this match. I was so excited to see Rosemary in a cage match just because it fits her from a character standpoint. And I like that she brought in weapons at the beginning of the match. I thought that was pretty cool. It kind of gave this cage match a different aspect. It gave it, it just gave it a different feel because, usually with cage matches, weapons don't really get involved unless they're kind of supposed to be. And I like how they started out this match with kind of the cage and everything. But Rosemary got the win, and I like the look on how the camera panned the Gail Kim and the look on her face while she was like kind of shocked and everything. And I've liked this storyline just overall, even though it's been kind of a short build to it. I like the storyline just in general, with Jade kind of being the quote chosen one, and Rosemary like obviously kind of being that different character and that kind of against the grain character anyway. And she would never be chosen for this, but she still found a way to get this. And I like it. I liked it a lot. I like this match, and I love the storyline because I like Rosemary still going against the grain and even in a different way. Definitely a good match though. I loved it. Rosemary is our new Knockouts champion, and I'm not mad. I want to see how it's gonna build. And like I was telling Rabbit off camera, I feel like it, like having a Rosemary style character, automatic storyline on the belt to me. Because I feel like there's just always something, there's always something going on with Rosemary. So there's got to be something going on around that title. And that's what I like about it. We've seen Jade as champion, so I think it's nice to see Rosemary as kind of that new champion. And Casey and I have talked about this before too, how I think now they mentioned retirement with Gail Kim, and I don't know if it's going to go that far. I think that was kind of maybe just a little hyperbole. But two, I feel like I think it could be a good thing for TNA's Knockouts division to not have that crutch of Gail Kim just kind of there. That's the person we go to when we have no one else to fall on. And, I like that they're kind of forced to use these newer women who have experience, but I don't know if they have the experience at this level, all of them. So I'm excited. I want to see how this is going to go. I just enjoyed the match so much, was very excited that they were main eventing. I didn't think TNA would pull the trigger on them main eventing, but I'm glad they did. Definitely a good match, though. Definitely loved it. Rabbit, thoughts on the 6 Sides of Steel main event for the Knockout Champion?
Love this match right here. Oh man, it was top notch right here. Now it wasn't no Gail Kim turn Terrell type top notch, but for these two. This was a good match, man. I mean, first of all, Jade, she's strong. She remember she picked her up and hit on each cage, then sit out, slammed her. I mean, showed her strength, walked around the whole ring with her, and hit her head on each cage corner. Then sit out, slammed her. Boom. Man, I loved it. That press off the top cage, beast. She don't do it like Gail Kim, but I never seen her do it before. So that's something she never really done before anyway. But it looked good. It looked like a tough landing though, but that's why I said she ain't as fluid as Gail Kim is doing that off the top. But it was beautiful. Man, she took a thump. Her and Rosemary. And Rosemary, man, she hit Jade with some clothesline. Rosemary, I like her, man. She aggressive. She takes pain. I mean, she takes shots. And then she did a little move. She faked the miss and then hit the younger with the clothesline. Gorgeous heel move. You can't get any more healers than that. When I fake like I'm about to miss you. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Jade, I mean, Rosemary is growing on me. Growing on me. She's real aggressive. She hit Young with that this shot on the steps on the outside. She was wrestling out on the floor, raking her face on the cage all the whole match. Real aggressive, man. I like her, yeah. I like her. That's why I'm glad she's champion anyway, because even though I like Jade, but Rosemary is starting to grow on me. And I think they move a little too fast with Jade. I don't think her wrestling is really, pure wrestling is really up to par. I mean, she can wrestle, but pure wrestling, move for move, chain wrestling, she ain't got that. So it really doesn't matter if you change titles between these two too much. Gail Kim was a big difference because she could chain wrestle with anybody. So it was a difference. So these two don't have that. So it doesn't matter which one had the title, as long as they wrestling each other. Because these two can put on a nice match. I loved it. It was a good match. Jay had the rapid kicks, the rapid elbows. Man, nice. I love the way they started the whole match off with Gail Kim coming down with the belt, paying homage. I love that. I love the way. I loved it. I loved it. I don't even know what else to say. Then they had my man Pope. He's dynamite on the mic over there. I'm loving him. So I love this match, man. It was a grade A match right here, man. Tough women's match from top to bottom. This is what TNA does anyway. But this right here, these two new up and comers, they learn. That's why Gail Kim sitting out there. You want to know why she's sitting out there? To make sure they do that. Make sure they do what they did, man. Leave it all out there like she do. And they did it, man. It was a good match. I want to see more of Rosemary too. She's tough, strong, and she's smart in the ring too. So I like it. I like the whole thing, man. I loved it.
The only thing I'm kind of upset about is I don't know if we're gonna get the Jade Gail Kim feud that I want. I want that. I need that in my life. It needs to happen.
I want to see Rosemary and Kim for her last feud. I think I don't know if I want to see her in Jade feud because they're gonna have to make Jade either a heel or Kim a heel. So it wouldn't be unless you talking about non-storyline match, something like that. But other than that, I don't know. I just like Rosemary. She's growing on me a lot.
All right, Casey, thoughts on the main event of the evening?
I mean, they could do one more feud with. I don't even know if it needs to be a feud between Gail Kim and Jade. They could do kind of a sort of a respect storyline, you know, where she's basically just putting Jade over on her way out. You don't necessarily have to have a face heel storyline, but I love this match. I thought it was great. I don't know if Jade is really going to retire. I imagine possibly just because, you know, she has been wrestling for so long. You know, we've talked about it in the past. You know, if she wants to retire, she deserves it. You know, she's done so much.
Does she deserve it like she actually deserves it, or does she deserve it like the fans chant you deserve it at everyone who wins a title?
No, she actually deserves it.
Okay. I was just wondering, 'cause, you know, there's so many different meanings.
But and as far as TNA using her as a crutch, they do that a lot. But I almost feel like they don't need to. You know, going back to a comment that DJ sent me on Facebook the other day with some guy talking about how women's wrestling, whatever. I don't even know something about.
It was like it was. I don't know the exact quote on it, but it was like, why are all of TNA's women's wrestlers pretty or something like that? Like I was like,
what?
We said pretty?
Yeah.
All you do is send them a clip of Jade going off the top.
Why are they models? That's what it was. Why are they models?
And you send them a clip of Jade coming off the top of that cage. That's all you need.
For this match.
The thing about it is they don't need Gail Kim as a crutch. They have Jade, they have Rosemary, they have Allie and
Raquel. Sorry.
Allie, Sienna, and Laurel Van Ness. Right there. 5 of the best women's wrestlers in the business right now. That They are 5 of the best. If you go watch their stuff, I mean, they don't need Gail Kim. You know, obviously, you know, we don't want Gail Kim to go, but they have the talent. They don't need to use her as a crutch. They have.
I think Laurel had wrestling experience before too, didn't she?
Yeah, she
just went on Tough Enough just to get her foot in the door, basically.
Yeah.
Lord, man, damn.
I mean,
but to me,
she's gone.
If you take out, oh, go ahead.
She's gone through. Just Laurel Van Ness has gone through training almost as tough as, you know, the Japanese dojos. You know, she's proven. You know, and a lot of these women are. They just haven't been seen a lot. You know.
I mean, to me, if you take Gail Kim off the roster, the best wrestler on the roster would be Madison Rain. So she had to be somewhere in the mix, wrestling. Because then it drops off. It drops off. A far drop.
I don't know. I think Jade might be the best. Now, I'm a huge fan of Japanese wrestlers, just in general.
She's Korean.
What? Oh, my fault.
And that's what I was saying about her earlier.
WWE logic, same thing.
That's racist. That's racist.
When you watch her wrestle, she's not a matician. She's not a chain wrestler. She's not really a wrestler. She's more of a striker. That's different from Madison Rain. She can go all over the mat with you. That's the difference I'm talking about. That's a wrestler. Chain wrestler. She can do whatever. So that's why she can go toe-to-toe with Gail Kim sometimes. Because she can do everything. That's what I mean about Madison Rain. She's versatile. Jade, she's a striker. She's next on the roster, but that's a drop from Madison Rain as far as pure wrestling.
And oh, never mind. Shut up, Casey.
I don't know. We'll get on this. I'm sure we'll at some point we'll do just a separate video because this is gonna take all night if we argue all these points.
Because I could point out a lot of Madison Rain matches right now that off the top of my head, she's vicious on the mat, chain wrestling, and she's physical. Her finisher is physical. So just because she's short, she's physical. If you just watch her matches, she's nice in the cage.
I think too, it depends on your like your style of wrestler. Like we all have our style of wrestler that we like the best. So it kind of depends on that too. Like Rabbit is more of an all-around type of a guy.
But I said if you take Gail Kim out, the only pure wrestler on the roster is Madison Rain. Jade is not a pure wrestler. Do we agree on that?
But I think to be good, you don't have to be a pure wrestler, and that goes back to everyone has a different style that they prefer. You know, I feel like it's an argument we can argue, but no one's gonna win because we can all just agree that Braxton Sutter sucks. That's all we need to agree on now.
We can't agree on that because that's not true. Punks, man. Come on, Casey. $5 one time. Anyway, that was the TNA Impact Wrestling review for 12/1/2016. We'll have to come on here maybe one day and talk women's wrestling or just I guess wrestling in general. More than anything, styles, I guess, you know, different styles and whatnot, preferences and everything. But, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the TNA Impact Wrestling review. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out my review on dailyddt.com. I worked hard on that, so I would appreciate if you just looked at it. You could click on it one time and look at it real quick and leave.
Don't click on it.
It still counts.
It's the worst.
It still counts. You haven't even looked at. You didn't even know I wrote one, so you wouldn't know.
I actually did. You posted it, and I looked at it, and I could feel my IQ lowering as I was reading it. I was like, "Come on."
Yeah, coming from the one who got the degree, though. I'm just saying. gonna go there.
You know?
I'm just saying. Anyway,
I mean,
you go back to clean bathrooms at Kmart, Casey. You do that.
I don't clean bathrooms.
So I did have to clean bathrooms back when I was at Food Line. And then they're going to tell me about a month of me doing this, right? They're going to tell me you don't have to fully clean them. What?
You know?
What?
You been there shining them joints.
Yeah. I was out there putting the doggone soap to the toilet. And it's the worst thing ever. I hate it. I hate cleaning bathrooms anyway. But public bathrooms? No. It was terrible. Then they was like, all you gotta do is check the toilet paper. I was like, y'all couldn't tell me this a month ago? Bruh. Anyway. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Yeah, I also follow Rabbit on the Twitter machines as well, as Dixie Carter would say. Follow us at ICW_podcast. This was your TNA review for 12/1/2016 on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, I know one person back, I see you, I hear you.
Always.
And I mean always. Yay! Hey, shout out to you. And Instant Classic.